Okay, my name is Sarah Greer. I'm a senior graduating next week. I'm studying communications and journalism, specifically broadcast news. I go out about 3 to 4 nights a week, and sometimes, especially in the winter, it can be really hard getting around the hill. Sometimes the sidewalks aren't always shoveled and the roads aren't always plowed, so it can be like really slippery, and I've totally slipped a bunch of times, and it's just like deters me from going out knowing how hard it can be. And then also walking around at night, it can be like sometimes unsettling as a female by yourself. So it would be nice just to have like a system that helps you get around the hill instead of just always having to be like exposed to the elements and on your own out there. Needs I have when going out, I guess just a need to feel safe is like a really big priority, whether that be just like, you know, safety from crime or something along those lines, or just even walking, like knowing that I'm not gonna like slip and fall and really hurt myself is kind of super reassuring, especially when it's really dark. Another need is light. It is really dark, so yeah. When it's snowing and I'm trying to like go to a friend's house or get down to Pearl Street in the bars, I usually will take an Uber. I'm definitely not trying to walk just because it's so slippery and cold. Or a sober friend too, if they're like not going out and are willing to give me a ride, I definitely will do that. But yeah, just as long as I'm not like outside in a blizzard, that's my main goal. When it's snowing and I'm trying to like go to a friend's house or get down to Pearl Street in the bars, I usually will take an Uber. I'm definitely not trying to walk just because it's so slippery and cold. Or a sober friend too, if they're like not going out and are willing to give me a ride, I definitely will do that. But yeah, just as long as I'm not like outside in a blizzard, that's my main goal. Yeah, so I use Uber a lot, but sometimes that can be annoying too, just because, for example, like when it's really snowy, they apply like extra fees because a lot of people are relying on that instead of walking. So it could just be super expensive, like a $20 ride just to get from Pearl Street back to the hill. And oftentimes you have to wait for like a really long time too, just because there's limited options. So it's not always like the most reliable method either. I mean, an Uber system of like student drivers seems cool. I guess it's kind of similar to like CU Night Ride though, which already doesn't always work out just because the hours are so limited and you're always stuck waiting anyway. And Uber kind of already exists, but I guess it's not, you know, the worst idea. A shuttle just seems kind of like random and unnecessary. Is there only one shuttle? And then I feel like people would still just be waiting all the time anyway. So, and it's also maybe just similar to a cab, so it's not really solving like any needs that we can't already solve on our own. Designated driver for your own car, I guess, would be like really convenient in the fact that you'd always have access to a ride, but I feel like maybe it's just a liability, even if the students are sober, just to have someone driving your car that you don't know, maybe seems kind of a little sketchy. And I think maybe like one of the ideals of public transportation is just like not having to use your own car. So I just kind of feel like it's a little like complicated. I feel like the bus would be one of the better options and something I would definitely use more, just because like the hop, for example, goes through the hill and by Pearl, but it goes throughout Boulder. A bus that would just be on the hill would help me get to so many of the places I go, like on the hill and down to Pearl. It would be really helpful to just have a reliable thing that you don't have to like go about getting like an Uber, like you know the bus schedule, you can go to the stops and get to Pearl on like a schedule and avoid like the cold weather or having to get like friends who aren't really in the best condition to drive you. So I just feel like it's a lot better of an option than some of the other ones we've discussed.